So in case you've been wondering, what is this live launch that people have been talking about? It's 5 days, Monday through Friday. We've changed up the time of it this time. We're just trying something. It's going to be a little later in the day in North America. Unfortunately, that puts it in England and Europe into the wee hours of the morning. So it's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which I think ends up being 8, 9, 10, 12, 1 a.m. England time, 2 a.m. In Europe. But here's the thing, we now welcome our Australian friends in because this becomes a time that's more doable for them. But here's the thing, as Sharon so eloquently said, she came in day 3 and she caught up with the videos. You can do it just on video. You don't have to be there live. And even if you have questions, that's okay. Because what happens is we do 1 hour a day, we videotape it, we put it on Facebook, but if you're not on Facebook, we've now created a classroom where you can go through the videos on the classroom as well. So whether you want to do it via Facebook or a different way, that either way is perfectly fine. And so it's 5 hours, 1 hour a day, 5 days, Monday through Friday. We talked about the time zones, the topics we include. We go really deep into buried and carried grief and the questions that come of buried and carried grief. We talk about all of the myths of grief, not just the 2 that I've mentioned just now. And we do a lot of grief busting because not only do we look at the grief, but we at the myth, but we look at why is it a myth? Why has society picked up on these myths? And when we're confronted with it and we're in the middle of our grief, you know, we don't necessarily feel like teaching other people. What can we say just to free ourselves from the person who's carrying that myth and make choice as to whether it's a moment for us to help educate or it's a moment for us to just go, thank you. I'm going to deal with this my way, right? So that we are always giving ourselves the space and grace that we need in our grief journey, because that's the most important. Oxygen mask on yourself first. We talk about the wellness team and how to build a wellness team around you so that you know that the people around you are the people who will help you in your grief journey, and how to listen for who are the people who you need around you. And on Thursday of the 5 days, that's just a complete Q&A, and we're never at a shortage for questions and answers. In fact, this will be the 7th live launch, and ever since I think the 2nd live launch, we make the weekend if we need to add special topics. So for instance, if we have a whole bunch of questions on one particular topic, then we might say, you know what, we're going to make this a special topics for Saturday. And then we do an added bonus session. And usually we add on a Saturday, and sometimes it's both a Saturday and a Sunday, all dependent on the questions that are coming in. We also do bonus giveaways. I do giveaways of the book. I do giveaways of pins. Every day we have a giveaway. And to qualify for the giveaway, all you need to do is the homework, which is really easy, right, gang? Joe, Sharon? The homework is pretty self-explanatory. It's relatively easy. Yeah, I'm seeing the thumbs up. Because the reality is in the homework, that's where you're going to begin to hear your own answers. To hear my answers, that's the booby prize. I can give you kind of the bigger picture of where you're wanting to look, as Sharon so eloquently put it, but it's going to be up to you to actually look, to actually hear what your answers to the questions are and what you want to do. So it's 5 days, it's 5 hours, and it's $50 US. So you couldn't ask for a better price than that, really. I'm sure Donna is putting up the registration link in the chat box. If you want to know how to get a hold of any of this, the book, I'm sure Donna put up the Amazon link for the book when I was talking about the book. But if you want to know how to get to the book, if you want to know how to get to the live launch registration or how to book a half-hour talk with me privately, all you need to do is go to healthymourning.com. So it's all one word, www.healthymourning.com, and you will find me and you will find us.